Hi, I'm going to walk you through this cool little Nux Mighty 8 practice amplifier that I just got. It's a really nice piece of machinery. What's really nice as well is that it's got battery driven options as well at the back. It's going to run on 8 AA batteries. And here's something that Roland and Boss and some other manufacturers can learn from. They actually included the AC adapter with it, so it wasn't an extra purchase. So for R1,000 less in our currency, more or less, depending where you're watching, you actually don't have to go buy a special adapter for it. Now let's plug it in and listen to what it sounds like. Going to start with a very flat setting, so the gain's sort of about half, volume quite low. Not putting any modulation or echo onto it, reverb down, so we're just going to keep it very safe to get a pure tone. Using a Strat to play through. Some lead work. Nice clean sound, nice body to it, front pickup. Now I'm going to add a little bit of echo. I'm personally quite a glutton for echo, so I love the delay on this delay echo. Nice clean delay echo, works very nicely. Now I'm going to go to some clear chords, add a bit of chorus onto it. Some chorus. Let me just walk you through where the controls are if you're new to the amp. I'm doing this primarily for some students and friends of mine that are just started playing, so they might not be aware of where to find these effects. So I'm going to quickly show you where to find the delay and the chorus effect. So off to the controls. That's the magic button there. Mod is an abbreviation for modulation. Sort of walks its way through a chorus, almost flanger type effect over here. When it gets to the 12 o'clock mark, it switches over to delay, which is a type of echo. The blue flashing light, that's for Bluetooth. If you switch your phone's Bluetooth on, it will automatically pick it up and you can play your files, your audio from your cell phone straight through to you without any cables. Very nice function to have. They really did well with this amplifier. So there's the chorus effect that I used. There's the echo, the delay that I used. Now quickly before we go any further, I want you to look at this little button here. It's green, turns yellow, turns red. I don't know if you can hear a bit of noise kicking in the background as well, because obviously I'm busy holding my cell phone. Green is when it's in clean channel. Now, when you go to overdrive, it's always a good idea to turn your level down. So before you push this to orange or red, just take your level down a bit, because if it's high like this and you hit the button, this might happen. Okay, luckily the guitar was switched off, so it wasn't too loud, but you could get a very loud hum coming through there. So take your level down. And I'm going to switch on the overdrive, which is the yellow. The red is the distortion. I'm going to take the gain a little bit up there, and I'm going to plug the guitar in so you can hear it. Now you should hear with the smoke of the water, a little bit of overdrive. Bit of sort of Floyd vibe. And if I put a bit of echo with it, if I bring the delay in again, you can see my finger coming over the top there. Turning the delay on as well, you get some pretty cool sort of lead fills for. So I like the fullness of the echo delay as I spoke to you about earlier. Now next up we're going to look at some distortion, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do first. As mentioned, the yellow button is now going to turn red. There we go. I'm going to take the gain up a bit there to get my sort of inner Iron Maiden, Ozzy Osbourne vibe going. Maybe take the tone a bit more brighter for treble. And I'm going to turn the echo down just to get a pure sound for now, so you can see the settings nice and clear there. And let's see what it sounds like. You should hear now the tone's much more aggressive. Just to compare the two. Overdrive's much more biting for lead. Mentioned the Ozzy. So there's a very nice distortion pedal sort of built into it. Very nice. nice effect, and again put some flanger chorus sort of effect onto some modulation, and you get this. So some nice little effects if you start playing around with it. The only guidance I'd like to give you is keep your master level, your main level down, so when you're playing with overdrive distortion that you don't get too much of a loud signal jumping at you. Put to delay now. Very nice effect to sit and play around with. Okay, next we're going to look at using some drums. Over here, this is a really nice function for a small amplifier as well. Like I said, it's under 3K. They normally retail for about 2.5, around about then, maybe even a bit cheaper through Music Farrell. I get all my gear from Music Farrell, by the way. They really are awesome. And drum volume, that's what we're looking at now. Now check what I'm going to do. So suddenly you got a band. Next to it is a button that says tap. So if I tap that, I set my speed. Okay, now watch this. Picks up speed. And I can also change different settings as well. If I hold this down and I turn this over here, I can actually get different drum beats as well, but that's difficult to do while I'm holding a cell phone. But let me just show you how cool it sounds if you use the drum beat now while playing some chords with it. So I'm going to go back to clear, because I feel like clear, gain there maybe, level run about over there. Okay, as mentioned, I love a bit of delay, so we pop a bit on there. And let's see what we can do with the drum box. And let's see what happens. Okay, I've got no idea what this is going to sound like. I'm just going to put something on and play whatever springs to mind. And it's just really fun to do. So it's a very, very cool practice amplifier. It's 8 watts, which is more than enough. Most of the competition, like the Black Star, is only 2 watts, and the Black Star just really isn't in this league. So if you're stuck with the Black Star, I would definitely not go for one of these. I'd rather spend a bit more. That's the Black Star that I'm referring to. They obviously come in other colors too. What's a lovely little amplifier, but for a little bit more, this amplifier just really takes it. So I would really encourage the Nux. Also an old amplifier I used to use quite a lot, the Roland micro cubes. We don't get these anymore, sadly. So my present go-to amplifier now is this Nux Mighty 8. And another nice function which I'm not going to use right now, because obviously as a guitarist I don't need to worry too much about it. You can plug a microphone inside there, which is quite cool. You can control your mic level, echo, reverb, all those things. You can plug your cell phone inside there, and this is your headphone jack. If you want to play with headphones, so you don't freak out the neighbors. Like we said, the little flashing blue light there is your Bluetooth. It automatically links up. So all I had to do was actually just switch my phone onto Bluetooth, and bam, I could play my backtracks through my amplifier. So you don't even need an external speaker like a JBL or anything like that. This actually does it for you. So in short, if you're looking for a really cool practice amplifier with a handle, comes as a bonus. It's got its own built-in power supply. Built-in power supply, the power supply is included. This is probably your best option right now in its budget range. Obviously, there are much more expensive amplifiers with really, really nice functions, but you get what you're paying for. And what you're paying for this is actually really, you're getting an amazing product for its price. So I hope you enjoy. Take care. Cheers.